Hello. This is an activity that I have prepared for you to work on the mistakes that we make when writing, the most common mistakes. That's why I call it an error correction activity. Um, as you can remember, we talked about how we could describe ourselves, and in English, it's possible to make a description of you using the third person, singular. Let's look at this case. For example, Grace, and she describes herself as a graduate. She graduated with a master's and she has worked and she has been exposed. She loves, as you can see in this brief description of her, she talks about herself in third person. This is possible in English. Okay, so using this as an example, I asked you to create a Google document where you have to describe yourself using this suggested form, he or she, and tell me about your hobbies, your friends, etc. Then you have to share the document and identify, to help me identify any mistakes. Okay, so I checked your compositions and I found that there are many mistakes that are repeated over and over. So it's time for us to stop and look at them and try to monitor ourselves to avoid these common mistakes. And basically, they fall in two or three categories. One of them is the use of the third person, making the appropriate changes for the verbs. She makes, she tries, she feels. Another one very common is the incorrect use of the article the. Okay, so let's look at the activity now. You have a piece of paper with sentences printed. So I wanted to stop this video for a moment and rewrite the sentences correctly. You can do this in small groups, and when you finish rewriting your sentences, we will come back to the video to check your answers. Okay, so stop now this video and answer the exercise on paper. Okay, if you have finished correcting the sentences, um, let's look at the correct form. Number one, she's short and she has a normal complexion. I'm not sure what the student meant by this, but she drinks coffee. I don't know, probably she drinks coffee all day. I'm not sure exactly what the idea was. She doesn't like, okay, she doesn't like being called Maria. She doesn't like the places with many people. He likes playing with his dog. He has two best friends, Catalina and Fernanda. Okay, now let's look at the missing words. The name of her band. She prefers to listen. She doesn't like to stay. To stay in a closed, probably in a closed area with many people. Can you guess the correction? Okay, now the incorrective use of the. He doesn't like spiders. Remember that when you refer to the elements of a category, all of the elements, you don't use the article. She doesn't like telephones. She loves animals. She loves her family. She likes history would be written correctly in capital H. She likes to eat enchiladas. She likes to go to concerts. She loves dogs. She likes tacos. She loves football. He loves his family. She loves horror movies. He always plays Nintendo video games. Now let's look at the incorrect forms. She has 2 sisters. She always does her homework. He doesn't like these animals. He cooks when he stays alone in his house. His favorite food is enchiladas. He just loves them because enchiladas would be plural. Okay. She hasn't got any pets. Okay, well, now you can go back to your presentations, identify the mistakes, and correct them so that I can reassign a new grade to your project. Thanks very much for watching.